Imagine this, you are a foreign manufacturer, manufactured world-class product, ship them to India and customs stops everything because you don't have the ISI mark. Thousands of products. That's exactly what happens to thousands of foreign manufacturers every year. If you are a manufacturer outside India and wants to sell your products legally, then you need BIS certification for products like electronics, toys, steel, chemicals, cements, helmets, or hundreds of other items. You must get the BIS FMCS license. Hi everyone, I'm Mani, and today in this video I'm going to give you the complete up-to-date guide to the Bureau of Indian Standards Foreign Manufacturer Certification Scheme, FMCS. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what to do, what documents you need, how much it costs, and how long it takes, and how to avoid the mistakes that cause 70% of applications to get delayed or even rejected. Let's dive in. What is BIS FMCS? BIS stands for Bureau of Indian Standards. It's India's national standards body. The FMCS, Foreign Manufacturer Certification Scheme, is the official route for companies outside India to obtain the BIS certificate and to use that license for a famous standard mark called ISI mark on their products. The BIS FMCS is governed by the BIS Act 2016 and the Conformity Assessment Regulations 2018. The license is issued by the Foreign Manufacturers Certification Department at BIS called FMCD. It is located in New Delhi. Once you have the FMCS BIS license, you can legally affix the ISI mark and sell your products anywhere in India. Especially important because many products are now under the quality control orders where the ISI mark is mandatory. Who needs it? You need FMCS if your product falls under the compulsory BIS certification quality control order. You are a foreign manufacturer, not an Indian company, and you want to use the ISI standard mark on your product. For example, toys, electronic products, steels, stainless steel items, cement, chemicals, automotive components, helmets, gas cylinders, and many more products. Even if it is not compulsory, yet having an ISI mark gives you a massive competitive advantage and builds trust with the Indian buyers and regulators. The number one requirement is AIR. Here's something most people miss. You can't apply directly by yourself. You must appoint an authorized Indian representative, in short AIR, an Indian company or an individual who will act as your official liaison with the BIS. The AIR receives all communications, coordinates the factory visits, and is legally responsible on your behalf in India. You'll need to submit a formal nomination form signed by both you, the company, and the AIR, along with their ID proof, address proof, and the consent letter to the BIS department. The tip here is choose an experienced consultant or an established Indian firm, not just as anyone as an AIR, because if they delay, then there's a delay in the time and money is lost. What is the step-by-step process overview? Here's the exact 7-step process. Step number 1, identify the correct Indian standard. Number 2, prepare your factory quality systems and documents. Step number 3, submit your application. Step number 4, BIS scrutiny and they reply to our queries. Step number 5 is the factory inspection by the BIS officers. Step number 6, sample testing. Number 7, license is granted, and then performance bank guarantee has to be issued. The average time to complete the application is between 6 months. It can even go from 4 months to 9 months depending on our preparedness of the documents and the product complexity. Step number 1, identify your Indian standard. First, we have to go to the BIS website and search for our product for the particular Indian standard. We can go to the Know Your Standard tool or the standards catalog which is available in the BIS website. This is critical. A wrong IS code means your application will be rejected. Many manufacturers hire a consultant just for understanding what is the correct IS code for just this step alone. Step number 2, prepare your factory and the documents. This is where most of the applications fail. BIS wants to see that your factory has the following requirements: the proper manufacturing infrastructure, in-house or reliable testing facilities, documented quality assurance systems, traceability of the raw materials, whether your factory has a competent technical staff, and we need to create a process flow chart, the factory layout plan, list of machineries, list of testing equipments with calibration certificates, quality manual, and much more. Step number 3 is to submit the application. In the year 2026, there's a huge change with respect to BIS application. Until 31st of May 2026, we have to still submit the application and the relevant documents offline. We have to visit the FMCD department in Delhi and submit the documents offline. But from June 1st, 2026, only the online applications are accepted through the portal. So we have to create an account in the BIS portal and submit the application along with the relevant documents. I highly recommend starting the new online process now. There's a detailed user manual in the BIS website. We have to prepare the documents, scan the documents and pay the application fees, nominate your AIR during the submission through the portal itself. Step number 4, scrutiny and queries. The bureau officers will scrutinize your application. If anything is missing or unclear, they will send queries by email. Usually we have to respond within 15 to 30 days. The faster response, faster processing. Incomplete replies or delayed responses will cause delay in processing the application. Step number 5, the factory inspection stage. Once the documents are in order, the BIS will schedule a special visit to your factory, usually 1 or 2 officers, and they will visit and verify the manufacturing facility, the testing infrastructure, and check the quality control records. They will draw the samples for testing, and we have to pay for the officers' travel, accommodation, and special visit charges. It's about 7,000 rupees per person per day, and any other additional expenses. Step number 6, sample testing. The samples which are drawn from the factory are sent to the BIS recognized lab, and the manufacturing company is responsible for the safe deposition of the samples and is also responsible for paying all the testing charges. The testing time varies with respect to different products, usually from 2 weeks to 8 weeks depending on the product, and the lab will test with all the compliances with respect to the Indian standard. Step number 7, the license is granted. After satisfactory inspection report, the test reports are obtained, the BIS process the application and will issue the license. Then once the license is issued, we have to sign the license agreement, sign the indemnity bond, and furnish a performance bank guarantee of US dollars of $10,000 from any bank with the RBI approved branch in India. Once everything is submitted, BIS grants the license, and which is usually valid for 1 to 2 years initially, and now you can use the ISI mark on your product. What are the complete documents that we need? Here's the official checklist for you to prepare. The mandatory documents are completed application form, the AIR nomination form and the AIR documents, factory registration documents, business license, factory layout plan, the location map from the nearest airport or railway station, complete process flow chart of the manufacturing facility, and if any of the process is outsourced, that has to be highlighted, and list of all the machineries which are used in the manufacturing, list of testing equipment and the calibration certificates, quality assurance manual if there is any, quality plan and the test formats, raw material specifications, the supplier test certificates, the products which are drawn and their specifications, the recent test reports if there is any, which is showing the conformity to the IS standards, the details of the quality control personnel, for example their appointment letters, their qualification documents, and if you obtain the BIS license previously, you have to submit those details as well along with the fees, the application fees paid proof. Keep everything in English or provide the certified translations so that the BIS officers will verify the documents and will not delay in processing the application. Now let's talk money. What is the fees? Approximate fees in Indian rupees. The application will cost about 1000 rupees, which is non-refundable. The special visit charges by the officer to the manufacturing facility, 7000 rupees per day. Then their travel and stay is also covered by the manufacturing facility. The independent testing charges depends on the product. The annual license fee is about 1000 rupees. Then the performance bank guarantee US dollar of about 10,000, which is refundable when you surrender the license. Then there is a marking fee, a minimum marking fee as per the product, which is notified at the time of issuing the license, and then the AIR whom you nominate, you may have to pay for their charges as per their discussion, right? So then you have your consultant fees as well. The realistic timelines from the date that BIS records your application, the document scrutiny will take usually about 3 to 6 weeks. Then the factory inspection is scheduled within 4 to 8 week of application, and then sample testing another 4 to 8 weeks, final evaluation and grant in another 2 to 4 weeks. You can expect about 4 to 9 months in a normal situation. If there is any incomplete documentation, slow reply to the query, factory is not ready, and there is a peak season, then there could be a delay in processing the application. The top mistakes that we can see in many of the manufacturers' faces, they choose the wrong IS code, or they have submitted the application incomplete or pure quality documents. The factory is not ready for inspection, or even choosing an unreliable AIR, ignoring calibration test of equipments, or not prepared for sample testing in advance. And my tips is, you can start with the gap analysis of your factory versus the BIS requirement. Use an experienced BIS consultant, and this will save you about 2 to 4 months of your time and lakhs of rupees of savings. Keep a digital copy of all your documents, because now the application is online. You will have to do this. Respond to every single query within 7 days and maintain an excellent traceability of record keeping. When you do this, BIS will love this. And after you get the license, this is just the beginning. You have to display the ISI mark correctly as per the scheme of testing and inspection on your product, and then submit monthly or quarterly production and dispatch reports to the BIS office. Then undergo a periodic surveillance audit by the BIS, and don't forget to renew your license before expiry. Apply 3 to 6 months in advance and maintain the bank guarantee regularly. Non-compliance of any of this can lead to the cancellation of license and a huge penalties. The top frequently asked questions: can I apply for a BIS without an Indian office? Yes, you can, but you need to appoint a authorized Indian representative. How long is the license valid? Usually the license is valid for 1 to 2 years and renewable. You can renew it every year. Can one license cover multiple products? No. Separate application for each IS code. Is the testing mandatory in India? Yes. Independent testing is required as per the BIS Act. What if my factory fails inspection? You can reapply after doing the corrective actions. Do I need ISO certification? It's not mandatory, but it is highly helpful if you have the ISO certification. Can I use the mark before the license is granted? Absolutely not. It is illegal to use the license before obtaining the license. Is FMCS only for compulsory product? No, not necessarily. It is also voluntary too, but you must check the QCO product before you are applying for the license. For foreign manufacturers, the Indian market is huge, but the compliance is non-negotiable. The BIS FMCS license is your golden ticket to enter into India and trade your product. Start preparing now, especially with the June 2026 online only rule. If this video helped you, smash that like button, subscribe for more export and compliance content, and drop your questions in the comment below. I read every single one and will respond to it. Download all the official checklist and the forms from the links that are given in the description. Thank you for watching till the end. See you again in the next video. Stay compliant, stay ahead.